What's up, YouTube? This is Carlene, and this is my channel, See It With C. I am fresh off of Virgin Voyages, Valiant Lady, and looking forward to sharing with you what is new with Virgin Voyages. So, a lot of changes have been happening on Virgin Voyages since about March 2025. Now, some of these tips I'll be sharing are new to me, and then some of them are just new to the Virgin Voyages fleet in general, particularly as they roll out their newest ship, Brilliant Lady. So, on my 5-day sailing on Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady, I noticed the following things, and we're gonna count them down. Number one, the first thing I immediately noticed upon entering my cabin is that there are now towels available for you in the cabin, and similar to other cruise lines, these towels are $25 if you do not return them, and they're encouraging you to take them off the ship. Towels are still available for you at Bimini, but what I noticed is that instead of them being readily available to you in Bimini like previously, you now have to give your name, your room number, as well as how many of the towels that you'll be using. So that is something new. The first thing that I noticed that's new on Virgin Voyages. Change number 2, and this is for you solo sailors. And stay tuned to the end. I have some exclusive deals for solo sailors that are under $1,000 for a 5-night cruise that you may want to hear. So, solo sailors, if you are looking for individuals to connect with, Virgin Voyages has a robust solo sailor program. That's not new. However, what was new to me is every night they will be hosting at the grounds is a meetup that you can go to, and there will be an opportunity for you to sign up for whatever the spots are for dinner for that night. It's a guaranteed way to make sure that you have a dinner time and are connecting with other people. So what I'm hearing is that Virgin will have several seats at different restaurants, or at least one restaurant per night for solo sailors to enjoy together. So if you aren't able to nab those dinner reservations, you might want to consider, particularly solo sailors, if you are with someone else, don't use this sheet, but solo sailors, head to the grounds every evening. I believe 5:45 is the meetup time, or there'll be instructions in your cabin. And from there, you can get a dinner and be able to connect with other solo sailors. Change number 3, this is for you work from the ship remote worker folks. I have noticed that Virgin Voyages has an enhanced internet option now called Work from Sea internet service. On my 5-day sailing, this service was available for $220 throughout the sailing. This offers you uninterrupted streaming for all of those Zoom and team calls that you may need to take while you're on board, particularly if you are saving your paid time off and working from the ships. So, you may want to budget for this enhancement if you want uninterrupted internet service. This one is just for you remote workers. Change number 4 that I noticed on board, there are more past drink options. As soon as I stepped on board, I immediately noticed there are more waiters walking around with trays of pre-made drinks. I encountered a waiter with a tray of Miami Vices that were absolutely delicious and the right amount of strength. Throughout the cruise, there were also shot options being made available, particularly noticeable during the sail away party, which I will get into what the change for sail away is. You might want to stay tuned for this one. There's a big change for sail away. I noticed that there are more beverage options from wait staff walking around the ship with prepared drinks. Change number 5, even though safety is first, is related to the safety video. When Virgin Voyages first rolled out, it had that iconic rock star long and lengthy video. Well, that video has been changed, featuring the Virgin Voyages mermaids, and I feel like it's a wee bit shorter. So go ahead and knock out that video, and there are options to complete that video on your phone versus just in your stateroom before heading down to your muster station. So take advantage of either of those options. Just make sure you review the video so that you can get your cruise started the right and safe way. Change number 6 relates to those bathrooms. Virgin Voyages used to have a craft soap that I absolutely loved. Well, now I notice there are no longer bars of soap provided, and there is pumps of hand soap next to your sink. So you pump hand soap lovers, this one's for you. But if you enjoy the craft soaps like me, you may be a little disappointed. However, the good news is there is plenty of soap for you to wash your hands and stay hygienic throughout the cruise. Change number 7 was a big adjustment for me. That iconic champagne hour at Sail Away is not an hour anymore. It's about 30 to 45 minutes tops, and they no longer rotate the staff around the ship, the Lido deck to serve you champagne. You must go to the bar and they will pour it. It seemed a little faster when I kept my own glass, even though I'm not sure how hygienic that is, but it got the job done to get multiple drinks. But there will no longer be waiters with trays working the Lido deck. You will have to make your way to the bar and be prepared. It's a little crowded. For a Sail Away, you might want to bring that first cocktail up with you. Wait for the initial wave rush of the champagne revelers to die down, and then crank up that champagne Sail Away. However, I will say you have about 30 minutes top, 45 minutes if they're feeling generous now on Virgin Voyages. Change number 8 has to deal with the dock. And I'm not sure if this is something I just have never noticed or a true change. However, what used to be a towel stand is now a makeshift DJ booth. And I believe on Brilliant Lady, Virgin Voyages' newest ship, this will be a bit of a performance space. So the hut that used to be a towel stand is now a space for performers. So make sure that you don't leave extra towels or cups, anything like that, as they'll be coming in to use this space to entertain you as you get those wake vibes at the dock. Change number 9 is for you casino lovers. I want to introduce you to the Den. This high-rolling, smokeless casino is for you to enjoy for those of you who want to push the limits related to your bets. There are poker tables, and eventually there'll be high value slots in this section of the ship. It's a smaller and more quaint space. Pro tip from me, I found this space for your slots to be exceptionally empty in the morning hours. It is available to you, so if you want a very quiet slot session, feel free to hop over to the Den, and then it picks up in the evening with the tables. And probably the biggest perk, this room has its own dedicated bathrooms. So if you are anywhere near the casino, you can head to these restrooms without having to leave the comforts of the Den and leave Lady Luck behind to go to the ladies' room. To wrap up, the last few are just very small and subtle changes. There have been slight shifts in the menu. There's now a ribeye in Razzle Dazzle restaurant. There is no longer the sea bass in extra virgin. They replaced that with monkfish. Word on the street is in the dock, they replaced the hanger steak for monkfish. And small subtle changes to the Beach Club at Bimini experience, where they are stretching out, which I kind of appreciated. They are stretching out the performances of the Happenings cast to last throughout the party so that it keeps the pool party going in a more engaging way. Now, if you are looking forward to booking your Virgin Voyages, if you are looking for extra sailor loot, if you are looking for the right solo sailor deal, hello solar sailors, I saw a deal just for you under $1,000 from LA on the newest ship, Brilliant Lady. Contact me at seawithc@gmail.com. Now, prices are subject to change anytime until deposits are made, but I'll make sure I find the best deal for you. Or if you are trying to get your bachelorette party, bachelor party, a reunion event up together, Virgin Voyages is the perfect place to host that. No kids and nothing but fun, plus some perks to be thrown in for you to make your event even extra special. I can help you plan those things. Just email me at seawithc@gmail.com. I can give you a free quote and get you on your way from planning your special event. All right, sailors, ahoy, and off to the next voyage we go. This is See It With C. Thanks for chatting with me. That is your wrap on the new changes that I have noticed on Virgin Voyages. Drop in the comments the changes that you have noticed and tell me, do you think that's a positive change or not such a great enhancement to the Virgin Voyage experiences? Until next time and See It With C, thanks for chatting with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.